Let me find out. It's been a long time.
It's been a while,
It's been a
Loki.
long time. Everybody, welcome to Talk to Me
Here we are,
with
back at it
with
again.
Mr. Toussaint.
Mr. Pascal,
Yeah,
how
how are
you
you?
doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. What
You're
have you
good.
been up to? Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year, guys. We're in 2026. Yay!
2026. Happy New Year. So how was your New Year? What did you do?
Oh, my New Year was very quiet.
What was
I
it?
did nothing.
You did nothing for
No.
New Year?
I went
Hmm.
out I went out for like a drink with a friend, and
Okay.
then I said, I'm sleepy. And I went home and I woke up 45 seconds before the ball dropped. I said,
Hmm.
Happy New Year.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
went back to
I didn't
sleep.
do anything special.
No, no,
It's
no.
been a while since I really did. I mean, Times Square is
Oh my God, a
no.
nightmare.
Real New
A
Yorkers don't go
nightmare.
to Times
No,
Square.
no, we don't.
Real
We
New
don't.
Yorkers don't go to
They
Times
avoid it
Square.
like the plague,
I
actually.
absolutely. Everybody you see on TV, these are
Oh my God.
transplants or
Exactly. Yes. No,
newcomers or
they're all
tourists.
tourists.
Absolutely.
100% they're
No,
tourists.
I do not do Times Square. I did it a long time ago with my father and my
Yep.
sister and her friend. This was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And we didn't even, it was so crowded. It was so cold. I will never, ever do that again.
Yep.
Never,
Most people
never,
I know, like
ever.
most New Yorkers that I know, like their only memory of like actually going down to Times Square was
Hmm.
just like when they were a kid.
Right,
And it's such a terrible
right.
memory that
Yeah,
they're like, I will never ever go back.
yeah. I mean, I don't mind Times Square,
Yeah.
but during that day,
Yep. And the horror stories of people like having to wear
that's
diapers, like
ridiculous.
it's
That's
insane
absolutely ridiculous.
for something you could see on TV for
The thing is,
free.
yeah, exactly,
Like,
exactly. And the thing is, when we did it, it was so crowded that we couldn't. First of all, we didn't see the ball. We just were like
yep,
three, two,
you,
one. I
yeah,
didn't see the ball. There were
like
so
for
many
what?
people, and we had to walk from Times Square to 34th Street because you couldn't get on the subway. We
Yup,
couldn't get back on the
yup,
train, and people were getting mugged walking from
yup.
Times Square to
So,
34th
yup.
Street. This was a long time ago. This was like in the
Back when
70s.
back when people got mugged and not shot.
Yes,
No.
exactly. Oh my gosh. Never again. Never
Yeah.
again. Never again.
Something. Oh my God. The
Yeah.
quick tangent. That's
Yes.
something that's so funny that
Hmm.
I've noticed recently is that it's like become like a big thing where it's
What
like
is it?
muggings don't really happen in
Yeah,
America
it's not
on
the
the same.
same.
Yeah, like where it's like the problem in America is like if you get into like a dangerous situation, it's like okay, you're going to like die.
You can get
Like
shot.
you're gonna
Right.
get shot, you're
Exactly.
gonna get
Muggings.
stabbed.
Yeah.
It's like you like your life is in danger.
Yeah. Get it.
Meanwhile, if
Right.
you're in Europe, it's like you get pickpocketed.
Right.
Where it's like
That's
what
the dangerous thing in Europe.
mind you,
Yeah.
it's like Americans' perception of danger is so different
Hmm.
that like there's a video the other like maybe a few months ago of that lady
Right.
grabbing the pickpocket by her
Right.
ponytail.
Right. Right.
She's
Right.
like, I
Right.
got
Right.
2 weeks of vacation.
Yeah.
I'm not
Ridiculous.
gonna spend it getting a new passport.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Oh gosh. It's
Anyway,
so
so what's
funny.
going on? ¿Qué pasa?
Well, we got a few things to talk about today.
Like
And
what?
the very first thing I wanted to do is talk about something that I don't like, which
Okay.
are New Year's resolutions.
New Year's resolution.
Yes, I
Oh,
don't like New Year's resolutions. I think that they're silly because most people know how to set goals, but not many people know how to stick through and follow them because it actually takes action to keep up with the things that, you know what? I changed my mind. I do like New Year's resolutions. And
okay.
here's why.
Okay. Why?
You see how we're adapting? We're adapting to the
Right.
situation? Yes.
Mhm.
And here's why.
Why?
Because, okay, two things. The reason I don't like New Year's resolutions is because a lot of people don't put the actions that they take or the actual resolutions that they make into action.
Okay.
So, for example, oh, I want to start going to the gym more this year.
Right.
That's what I want to do. And so I buy a bunch of gym equipment and I take my little self over to the gym for a day. And then I'm like, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. And I stop going to the gym.
Hmm.
Where the problem with this is that obviously it's like one big burst of energy and then everything is gone. And the key to doing literally anything is consistency. You have to be consistent with whatever you do in order to actually make tangible change. It's once again, the secret to life is everything in moderation, right? And that applies to more than just eating or work life balance. It applies to everything. You have to take everything one step at a time. But The reason why I think New Year's resolutions can be a good thing is because it can give you that first initial burst of motivation. Because a lot of people, especially people who have neurodiversity or other sorts of like mental struggles, finding that first initial burst of motivation and just getting started with things
Hmm.
can be the actual difficult part.
But
Where
isn't finishing important also?
absolutely,
Because I know last year
but you can't ever finish
I
if you
ha-
don't start.
I had a New Year's resolution and I didn't
Oh
finish.
yeah. Oh, let's hear. What was your New Year's
My New
resolution?
Year's, and the thing is, the companies, they take advantage of this so much.
Oh, absolutely.
So there's a Planet Fitness not far from where I live, and of course they were giving, half
Yep.
off and
New
blah blah blah,
Year's
New Year's,
membership. Yep,
whatever.
there it
So yeah,
is.
I took advantage of the New Year's membership, and I went for the first month, second month, third month, fourth month, fifth month, and then I slowly just dipped off and
Stop.
just stopped going.
But think about it like this. But think about it like this.
Yeah.
You went to the gym
I
for five
did. I
months.
absolutely did. I
You went to the
absolutely
gym for
did.
five
And now
months.
you know
Did you
what?
follow through? Did you finish? Did
I
you
didn't
complete
finish
the action?
because
No.
my
But
I,
you took the first
I
step.
did. I
And
did.
that's what's important because now it's going to make it easier for you to follow through the next
Absolutely
time you
right.
want
And
to
I
do it.
still have my
And
membership
yes,
and I
exactly.
tomorrow I can go again.
And
So
that's the good
yeah,
thing
you're
about the
right.
resolutions
You're
is
right.
that it opens the door for you to really try those new
Yeah.
activities you
Yeah,
want
you're
to
right
do.
about that.
You can say, my New Year's resolution, I want to try a new hobby. You know what
Hmm.
you're gonna do? You're gonna look for hobbies. You're
Hmm.
gonna look for something new to start. Are you
Right.
actually
Yeah.
gonna start
Yeah.
it?
Okay.
Maybe not. But you
Yeah.
know what? Once again, you've opened the door.
Right.
You've put your foot out there.
Right.
And that
Okay.
is what can be important for a lot of people, is really just getting started.
Thank you. I don't feel as
Yep.
bad as I did before. Thank you
Exactly.
very much.
Yes.
Merci.
So,
Merci beaucoup.
but
Yes.
am I now going to text you tomorrow and ask you
Yeah,
if
now
you
you're
go
gonna
to the
text me.
gym? Yes, I am. Because, again, the follow through is just as
So I've got to
important.
follow through. I've
Yes.
got to follow through. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
speaking
After
of,
that. Yeah.
do you have any New Year's resolutions
Yeah,
for
my New
this
Year's
year?
resolution is to
It's a
keep on
good
going to the
resolution.
gym. That's my New Year's resolution.
And you know what? That's fair.
So, but at least I've got the membership, and it's just a matter of getting my butt to the
To the gym.
gym. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I've stopped doing like physical or like tangible New Year's resolutions, and
Right.
I've started making them just a little bit more introspective. Like, for example,
Okay.
it's not like go to the gym or eat better or something.
Right.
My New Year's resolution this year is, I forgot what it was. So
You
yeah.
forgot what your New Year's resolution was.
Yeah. So we're gonna come back to that.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Okay, that's
Once I
okay.
remember. I did this
All
the
right.
day that I told my friend what my resolution was.
Uh huh.
I did this exact same thing where
You forgot.
where I said I literally said, everybody go around the table, what's your New Year's resolutions? And we got to me and I said, guys, I don't remember.
You don't remember what your New
I don't
Year's
remember
resolution
why I
was.
started
Okay.
this
All right. That's okay.
conversation.
That's okay. That's all right. New Year's resolutions aren't mandatory, right?
They're not.
They're not mandatory.
Again, it's an option. It's a
Right.
way for you
Exactly.
to kick off the new year in a
Exactly.
beneficial way.
Yep. Yep.
They're not all good and they're not all bad.
There you go.
But
There you go.
once again, everything in moderation.
Good. Yes.
You had something you wanted to
Well, yeah, well, last last year,
last year, guys.
last year,
Well,
I had brought
5
up
days ago.
I had brought up my my niece,
Mhm.
who I was really proud of, and we're gonna try to get her on. Well, we're not gonna try. We are going to get her on
the
this show.
Yes,
She started
please.
her own podcast. I am
Oh,
so
lovely.
proud of her. She has a whole bunch of shorts on different social media platforms. I watch her on YouTube. She goes by the name of Rihanna Summer, so it's at
Ooh.
Rihanna Summer, and she gives really good advice. And I'd like you to take a look at her.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's take a look.
Let's see.
She gives really really good advice. Let's see here. All right, let me put her on.
If there's anything that you want to leave behind in 2025, I suggest that you pray about it, okay? Even if you feel like it's something that's just been with you for so long and like there's just no way in the world it's not going to be with you anymore, whether it's anxiety or a sickness or anything like that, pray about it. Just try it. Have faith, pray about it, ask for it, give thanks. Just keep knocking and keep trying, because who knows? What if 2026 could be the year that you no longer feel any type of anxiety? What if 2026 is the year that you break that addiction? You know what I mean? Like you never know. You have literally nothing to lose. Follow me for more healthy girl tips, and I love ya. This is your reminder to stop procrastinating and go get your New Year's Eve outfit, okay? It is next week. These two girls just came up to me and called me pretty. That just made my whole day. I'm gonna cry. We're at the mall looking for a New Year's Eve outfit, but I want to show you guys my fit of the day, OOTD. We tried on 2 different dresses. This was the first one, and I like this one, but I think I like the second one just like a little bit better, but let me know what you guys think, and like and follow for part 2. If you are single right now, please use this time wisely. Instead of thinking about being single in a negative way, take it as a blessing. In this season, you can be as selfish as you want to be. You don't have to worry about another person's feelings with every step that you take. I know you've probably heard this a million times, but focus on yourself. You being your #1 priority right now is the biggest blessing, and I feel like sometimes we just need a little reminder. Follow me for more healthy girl tips, because as I am teaching you, I am also learning. Love you. Bye. I am here to remind you that you have the power to create change within your life, to create change within yourself. So if you woke up this morning and you don't want to do that bad habit anymore, or you want to make more money, or you want to get closer to God, whatever it is, you have the power to take actionable steps in order to get closer to your goals. You are strong enough, and it's honestly in your hands, which I know can sound like a little bit scary, but it's such a beautiful and freeing thing to know that you have control and you have power over your own life and over your own self. And I'm saying this because sometimes we just need the right motivation. I know sometimes I do. Sometimes you just need to hear someone say it to you. You know what I mean? Follow me for more healthy girl tips, because while I am teaching you, I am also learning, and I adore you.
I am so proud of her.
Honestly,
I am
lovely,
so
lovely
proud of her.
messages.
You know, and she's also my goddaughter. And
Oh,
she looks like she has a lot of features of my mom who passed away.
really? Oh,
Yeah. So every time I see her, and
oh,
you know, and I'm like, oh, is my mother kind of speaking through her? Is her grandma speaking through her?
oh, that's
You know,
so
so I always
lovely.
think about that too. But I'm so
Oh,
proud of what she's doing. You know, it's difficult to start and do this,
absolutely,
and so
absolutely.
definitely I want to get her. I want to get her on.
On the
She's
show, yeah.
dying to come. She doesn't live in this state, but she
Yeah,
wants to visit. She wants to come to our studio and take a look at how we do things, and
absolutely.
what we're doing.
Yeah, well, of
Um,
course, we'd be more than happy to have her on.
Absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely. So I just wanted to share that with
Yeah,
I
and
wanted to share that with
those
everybody.
messages are they're really beautiful, and it's
Hmm.
really perfect. It goes exactly what that last message
Hmm.
of everything is really in your hands. It goes back to exactly what we were saying of sometimes you
Right.
just need to take that first step.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hmm.
Agreed. Agreed.
Hmm.
Agreed. Agreed.
Sometimes something is scarier in your head
Yeah.
than it actually is.
Almost,
Once you start to
almost,
do it, oh,
almost always something is
mhm.
more scary in your head than it actually is. At least in
100%, yeah.
my book, it is.
Hmm.
And until you actually just get down and start doing it, then
Then suddenly you realize,
then
oh, it's not actually as scary as I
exactly,
thought it
it's not
was.
that scary.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
I remembered what my New Year's resolution
What's your
was.
New Year's?
My
What was your New Year's
my
resolution?
New Year's
Uh,
resolution is being comfortable being uncomfortable.
being comfortable, being uncomfortable.
Yes. Because I
Okay.
realized that
Okay.
a lot of
Okay.
times
Okay.
people, and specifically myself, I tend to put myself in situations
Mm-hmm.
where I'm saying no to things, where I'm not taking
Mm-hmm.
opportunities that I
Right.
want
Right.
because I'm afraid to go outside the box and try something new. And I'm really trying to get myself out of that mentality, because again, you have to be like, you're never going to be in your comfort zone forever. You have to get out of your
There's
comfort
no
zone.
way that you're the only one like that. There are a lot of
Oh,
people who are
absolutely.
like that. And
Yes.
even if you're not like that, you have probably certain aspects of your personality that are like that.
Mhm.
People like to be
Comfortable.
comfortable.
Exactly.
People
Exactly.
like to be comfortable. People don't want to explore.
Hmm.
And for some people, it's healthy. It just keeps things stable. But for other people, it actually holds you back,
Back.
and
Exactly.
you miss opportunities.
And
And
it's a very fine line between being comfortable and being stagnant.
exactly. Right.
And my
Hmm.
goal this year is to push that line a
Hmm.
lot closer
Right.
towards uncomfortable
Hmm.
and be comfortable with where I'm pushing that needle,
Understood.
you know?
Understood. And
Mhm.
agree. I agree. I agree. All
Yeah.
right. Very good. Very good.
Is it time for our first break?
It can be time for our first
I
break.
think it's time for our first
Let's
break,
take a first
everyone.
break.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Yo blode, sak Dodor vibe la.
O baz, koto keye,
Ntande an pil moun ak pale de li.
Dodor Vibe Radio se yon nouvo stasyon radio nan la Kouboklin. Yo jwe bon müzik, epi yo pay bon informasyon.
Ki jan sa? Mba konen non?
Men Fafan, mwen de Fafan.
Fafan,
Oh, sa nap fe la? Sak pase, mesye myo?
sa ou kon de Dodor vibe, sa ye mem.
Dodor Vibe FM yo relel. Yon nan pi bon stasyon radyo nan la kou Brooklyn.
E vre, kote map jwen li mem.
Wap jwen di tout kote.
Ki jan tout kote la?
Tout kote mdi yo. Se yon stasyon sou internet. Depi ou gen internet, wap ka koute l nepot kote ou ye nan le mod entye.
Ouais, ou te gen le pase mtap bay manti.
Ki sa? Le monde entier?
Jan tendel. Epi gratis ti chéri.
Oh, ebyen, kote map jwen radyo sa.
Rale telefon nou, epi monte sou dodorvibe.com.
Ok. DODORVIBE.com.
C'est ça. Bisous mes amours.
You're chilling with the smoothest sounds on Dodor Vibe FM, bringing you that laid-back vibe straight from Brooklyn.
Whoops. And we're actually back. All right. Shoot the DJ.
Oh my God.
DJ. Oh, Lord. All right. We're back. We're back. You're on. This is Talk to Me with Christopher.
That's my name.
No, he's that way.
Oh,
He's over there with Christopher Toussaint.
hi.
What's going on?
All right, we're actually gonna read a story today.
Oh, cool.
It's been a minute.
It's been a while
and
since we've read
people keep
stories.
sending them in.
Sure.
So I
We've read a
was like,
bunch.
we have to include at least one
Right.
today.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. So this one is disappointed by my own daughter.
Disappointed by my own daughter. Take
Yes.
it away. Take it away.
So my daughter bought me a car back in April. Yesterday, she texted me saying she was coming to pick it up. So of course I called her confused. She proceeds to tell me that her man's motor went out and he needs a car. I reminded her that the car was bought for me and that I've been paying the note every single month since April. She told me that none of that matters because she put down the $5,000 payment and the car is in her name, so technically it's her car. Then she said if I don't hand over the keys, she'll report it stolen. This is the same daughter who knows how badly I needed that car just to get to and from work. I never thought the lesson I'd learned this year would be that sometimes the people you sacrifice the most for are the ones who will take from you without flinching. I can replace a car, but I don't know how you will replace the moment you realize your own child would rather see you stranded than disappoint a man.
Ooh. That's cold. So this is a mother.
Yes, I believe it's a mother.
It's a mother. The daughter bought a car
for
the mother. The mother took over the car notes.
Yes,
and then when the daughter found a man's in them, she took the mother's car away from the mom and gave it to her man's in them. And her mother was paying the car notes.
Which is insane. Honestly,
whoa. So it was really never the mother's car. It was really never her car.
Because it wasn't in her name.
Because it was never in her name.
However, then the problem is then why are you framing this as if I'm gifting it to you?
Right, exactly.
If, first of all, the mom is still paying the car notes.
Yeah.
And the daughter is just going to rescind it at any time. So you can't rescind a gift. You cannot rescind a gift. Then it's not a gift, it's a loan.
There's something else wrong. There's something wrong in that relationship. Why didn't she tell her man to make money and get his own car?
Exactly. Why is it suddenly your mom's responsibility?
Exactly. Oh, that's so cold. What's
because you
behind
paid
that?
$5,000 in a down payment to get a gift for your
For your
mother.
mom.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm assuming there is more to the
There has to
story,
be more to the story because
especially
you don't do that to somebody you
exactly,
supposedly love,
especially
let alone your
when
mom.
your this last statement is the thing that's making me think that there's more to the story. Is
Hmm.
your own child would rather see you stranded than disappoint a man, where
Yeah,
that makes
yeah.
me think that there must be
There
some
has to be
sort,
something
there
else.
must have been some further incident between
Absolutely.
the daughter and her
And the
partner
mom. Yep.
before
And remember, there are always two sides to every
every story.
story.
Yeah, something is telling me that the partner is more deeply
Right.
involved in this issue than
Right.
most
Yeah, exactly. What kind of man is going to allow you to take
to
your
take
car from
from
your
your mother.
mom?
That's insanity.
That is
It's
really
it's
sick.
insanity.
This also kind of reminds me of, and you hear this all the time, of women who are they get a new man and they put that man way above their
Everything.
kids.
Yep.
They will kick their kids out of the
Kids. Yep.
house
I've seen
for
it
this
before.
dude.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that happens a lot. I don't get it. I know there are reasons behind these things, but wow, this is
I okay.
what do you think as the expert? What's going on there? There's something else going on. We don't they and the
I'm trying to decide how woke I should get today.
get woke, get as woke as you want to be.
All right. There is this idea that floats around specifically in like queer communities, but it applies to this as well.
Hmm.
There is this idea that women from birth are ingrained into like it is ingrained into them from when they are born. It is like they are basically brainwashed and conditioned to believe that their role is to be subservient to a
To the
man.
man, yeah.
Exactly.
Hmm.
That is
Yeah,
their
yeah, yeah.
role. It starts as early as what is the first toy that when you think of it in your head, what is the
Hmm.
first toy that a little girl gets?
A
One, two,
little
three,
a
go.
doll,
A doll.
a doll,
And what is that supposed to represent?
motherhood,
Done.
and okay, okay,
Why is a 2-year-old child training to be a mother? Like,
yeah,
and I know like people
yeah,
will say it's not that deep,
yeah.
but it is.
It is that deep.
Because these ideas are
Hmm.
reinforced
Hmm.
throughout
Hmm.
women their entire
Right,
lives.
right.
And when specifically in an queer culture, and I'm not describing it completely accurately
Hmm.
because I'm not a queer woman, but
Okay,
like
okay,
but the idea is known as compet or compulsory heterosexuality, where
okay.
even though a woman might be queer or might be a lesbian woman, she won't entirely know whether or not, like, she'll basically spend the rest of her life questioning whether or not she's actually a lesbian or
Hmm.
whether she is bisexual or whether she still has attraction to men,
Hmm.
because she has been ingrained from birth to think that she cannot be a successful or individual person
Hmm.
without a man,
Okay.
because society literally conditions women into thinking that in order to be secure in your life,
Hmm.
you need to have a man, you need to have a partner,
Right.
you need to be a mother, you need to do these things in order to be the requirement and fundamentals in order to be a successful woman in society is fundamentally different than the requirements for being an individual successful man. It's different because that's what society teaches inherently, is that men and women are fundamentally different. Is it true? No, not at all. But that is the idea that has been perpetuated through these stereotypes and these norms. So when people say things like, hey, maybe you should let a little boy play with dolls, or hey, you should let that girl get an action figure, or hey, girls can wear blue too, you can let boys wear pink. What we're trying to do is we're trying to break down these gender stereotypes to undo a little bit of that conditioning that tells people that these roles are the ones that are designed for you in order to move up and in order to be successful and be secure.
But what would cause someone to so thoroughly disrespect their mom like that? not?
Well, again, think about it like this. Your role is to be subservient to a man.
Okay, I see what you're
So
saying. Yeah, so
exactly,
I'm gonna do anything to make this guy happy, and
exactly. And
it
especially
doesn't matter if
when
it's my from my mom, my brother, my whatever. I've got to make this guy
and
happy.
us as
Okay, I
men, we
understand.
don't see this because this
Yeah.
isn't something that's been ingrained into
Wow.
us.
Okay.
And even other women might be like, yeah, but this is like crazy, this is so severe. But when
Yeah.
you have that conditioning that's
Mm-hmm.
in you
Mm-hmm.
subconsciously, and then you have a partner that reinforces those ideas
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and that takes advantage of those
Right. So
ideas
it
and
takes
feeds
advantage.
into those
Yeah.
ideas,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
becomes very, very, very difficult to not accept that as your role because that is what you have been taught from birth.
So same thing with a woman who finds a new man, and all of a sudden her kids go to the wayside.
So
Her kids don't
exactly,
even exist anymore
exactly, because
because of
society
this.
teaches you that that your
Yeah.
children are not as important as
As
the man that you are supposed to be subservient to.
as your
Your
me
role
as
is
your
to
man's in
produce
them.
children
Right.
and to care for them,
Right.
but
But
that role is secondary
yeah.
to being subservient to your man's
Wow.
wishes.
That's really, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Is there a solution? Is this, I mean, there are things that don't have solutions. Is there a solution for this, or is this one of those things like you just gotta,
I mean,
let the punches roll or whatever, take it as
there's
it
two
comes?
things that I can say to this.
Uh-huh.
One, this is why, once again, as I kind of touched on earlier, this is why it's so important to be aware. It's so important. When, once again, the original meaning before the conservatives stole it and warped it and turned it against us, the original meaning of
Of
woke,
woke, which they
yes,
totally
which
took.
was is something completely different now. It's just being aware of these sort of social ideas and social constructs and how they influence your everyday life and these everyday little ideas. So, being aware of the things that are subtly being pushed onto people, onto children specifically, is a very good way to slowly start to peel back the layers of that conditioning. So, again, for example, you notice that your friend's little girl, little baby girl, is always, despite the fact that she's only 2 years old, only dressed in dresses and pink, or maybe even 7-month-old baby, and you've not seen them give her a pair of little baby pants. Every single piece of clothing in her outfit is pink because she's a girl and she needs to wear pink. Maybe the next time that little girl needs a gift, you buy her a pair of sweatpants. Maybe once she gets old enough, you get her a soccer ball. Just little things that break the gender stereotype in order to slightly begin to peel back a few of the layers of what is acceptable and what is not acceptable
But
for you to do.
a lot of people are not willing to break the gender
And then the question
stereotypes,
is why?
and they will fight you tooth and nail if you try
Because
to break the
because
gender
the
stereotype with their
because
children.
exactly. And here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
The question is why? And then that's how you start. Once again, that's where
Cultural and social conditioning.
but my point is
Mm-hmm.
that is where you start to shine light on these interactions.
Right.
Because if you have let's say a 7-year-old daughter who's always running around, always energetic, dress her in pink and dresses and whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and for her birthday you get her a soccer ball. And the parents say, "Oh, like why would you get her that?"
Right.
And the answer is, why wouldn't I get her that? She's energetic. And look, she loves it. She's already outside playing with the ball. Why wouldn't I get her a
Yeah,
soccer
but
ball?
now
It's great.
now reverse that, and get a little boy a sewing kit or something like that. I mean, people are
Yeah,
going to
he's
be
always he's always making a mess. He's always tearing up his clothes. The
they're
least he
going to
could
be,
do is learn to fix it.
but the thing is, people are going to be up in arms.
Exactly. But then the idea is to normalize these
Right,
things,
yeah,
to
right.
slowly integrate these things as normal parts of our society so that it's not so crazy.
This
to
is
suggest,
hard because I think a
hey,
lot of parents are going to be like,
again,
but
yeah,
is it my
it's
job to
not.
normalize this? I mean, I understand, but I'm
It
not
is,
buying my
but
son a
it
sewing
is,
kit.
but again, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's why, again, it takes time. It's
Yeah.
not.
No, it takes time. Yeah.
Imparting new ideas onto people is
Yeah.
not something that.
I mean, I'll tell you,
overnight.
I'll give you an example. Yeah, and it does take time, and sometimes it just happens organically.
Yeah,
It
and
happens
sometimes
naturally.
it does, and sometimes it doesn't.
In Haiti, for instance,
Mhm.
as when a boy wore earrings, oh,
Oh my God.
you're gay.
Yeah.
You're gay. They call it masisi.
Oh
You're
my
gay.
God.
You're gay. Earrings.
Over.
It's done.
It's
It's
over.
done. You're definitely
Your ear pierced. It's done. You're done. Get out of here.
now. It's not. Yeah, it's normalized.
Yeah, it's
now
not
it's
like a
not. It's not a
crime.
big deal anymore. It's not a big deal. I'm talking about within 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
It's just been. It's like, okay,
Once
a
again-
guy with earrings doesn't turn heads anymore.
And then once again, it's because the narrative changed.
The
And I
narrative
could go-
changed,
I
right?
could go-
Yeah,
I could go
yeah.
on a
And
long
the narratives do change.
Yep.
Narratives do change. This is interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quick statement is that I would like to say is that something else that I've noticed is that the narrative tends to change when it is heterosexual people pushing the narrative. Just pointing that out there.
Okay. Okay.
Like for example, earrings didn't become socially acceptable until straight people started doing it,
Right. Okay.
and because it wasn't something that
Right.
was
I see what you're
exclusive
saying.
to queer people.
Right. I see what you're saying.
And then
until
everybody-
straight men started doing it, then it was okay. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So I would just also like to point that out there that again, you were asking for solutions.
Mm-hmm.
That's the solution. Because when you isolate and you ostracize people of a community, everything that they do becomes a crime.
Right.
But once those individual things start being taken
Mm-hmm.
by other communities, suddenly those things aren't associated with them anymore. And it's
Right.
fine.
Right.
Men wearing earrings is a crime when only queer people are doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But the second that is no longer just associated with queer people, suddenly nobody cares anymore.
Right.
Because the problem isn't, again, the problem is not the fact that a boy can't play with dolls. The problem is that they associate the dolls with femininity.
Right. Yeah.
And
Right.
femininity
Yeah.
being
Yeah. Sure.
associated with masculinity is a crime.
Yeah.
Because people don't like women.
For instance-
and once again, everything goes back to sexism. Sorry.
Right.
Anyways.
No, that's a deep thing. I mean, for instance, right now I'm noticing like I take the train a lot, and you see, and especially during the summer months, you see a lot more men carrying their babies.
Yup.
I used to never see that. Now I see young guys carrying their babies, and it's no big thing. There's no stigma behind it. Nothing.
Nope.
They're carrying their babies, and they're
Because
proud.
why wouldn't he have a
And they're
like
proud
he's a
of
dad.
it. And they're proud of it. They're proud of it. Whereas before, they wouldn't be caught dead. Hey, you got to carry the baby.
Which is insane. Which is insane to think about.
It is
Because like
ridiculous.
it is your child. Like you should be able to like why is that like what? Like that's
Absolutely.
And
I
again,
agree
and
with
think
you.
This
I agree
also
with
shows
you.
like a little bit of like almost like a generational difference.
Yes.
Because you grew up in a time where that was heavily stigmatized.
Right.
I didn't.
Right.
So for me, it is unthinkable that a father would feel shame
Right. I mean,
carrying
for me,
his own child.
I mean, for me personally, it's not even that. I'm just noticing it more.
Exactly.
And I'm just realizing
that's
that. But you know
not
what?
something that
But
I
you know
noticed
what?
because to me, that's not even something
You
that's
grew up,
like
it
I
was
would,
already-
I would expect a father to carry the
But I'll
child.
tell you, when I was a kid, I remember, and I'm talking about in the 70s, I remember being surprised when I saw a woman driving a car. I remember like, Mom, look, this lady, she's driving a car. And I remember that being a big thing for me because I had never seen that. I didn't really see it on TV. I didn't really see it. There was nobody really, no women in my family who were really driving. And I remember it being something that I noticed.
Mind you, some of my earliest memories is sitting in the front seat of my mother's car and thinking, oh my God, I'm going to die. Oh my God, why is she driving like this? I'm going to die. She's going to drive us off the road. That woman, oh my God. Bless her soul.
Wow.
I can never get in a car with her again.
Wow. Oh gosh. Oh,
my pants. I can't do it.
Anyway.
Oh gosh. I believe it is time for our second break.
Let's take a second break. Let's see. Let's take a second break and we will be right back.
Yo, it's your girl locked on Doda Vibe FM, Caribbean flavor, city energy.
Moi men Doda Vibe parce que yo jwe tout rythme moi grandi avec yo. C'est tant comme tourner la caille.
Whenever I need some music in my ears, it's all about Doda or Vibe.
Chaque fois m'brancher, moi jwenn bon musique ak bon énergie. Doda Vibe fait me sentir vivant.
And I just downloaded the Doda Vibe app. Just download the Doda Vibe app and connect it to your car.
Siempre escucho Doda Vibe. I don't even speak Haitian Creole, but their music always hits the spot.
J'écoute Dodor Vibe à chaque occasion, sans exception.
We even listen to Dodor Vibe way out here in space.
What's going on, party people in a place to be? This is Pascal Antoine here. And for those who know me well, you know that I've always been like a media person. Ever since I was 12 years old, I begged my parents for a camera. When they finally got it for me, I just fell in love. And ever since then, I've been just a media guy. I want to introduce you to Dodor Vibe. I've been lucky enough to have been given the position as the station director. Dodor Vibe is it's an online radio station where not only do we play very interesting music and we have interesting programs, but we're also a full-fledged media company. So if you need anything done, we'll be able to do it for you. We have a dedicated staff that they know what they're doing. And even myself, I've been doing this for a very long time. So for any of your media needs, I invite you to check out Dodor Vibe. If you're looking for media production, advertising and promotion, digital design, event and mobile services, just contact Dodor Vibe. We're here for you for all of your media services needs. And we're back. We're back.
Hey, we're back.
What are we talking about now?
All right.
What we gonna do now? I'm sorry. I'm messing up your show. I'm sorry. I just felt like saying that.
We're trying to be serious.
Okay, we're trying to be okay.
Lock in.
Okay, let's be serious.
You know what that means? Lock in.
No, no. What does it mean?
It literally just means I don't
lock in.
Yeah, like lock in. Like how else would I say?
Like shut the fuck up. like shut the fuck up and get serious.
Like exactly. Like surface. Lock in.
Come on. Okay.
Okay.
What do you say? Surface.
Surface.
Okay. Surface.
Oh
lock in. Yeah, you got to teach me these things. I don't know. Half the things you say, I don't even know what you're talking about. It's okay though. It's all right.
Okay. So yes. Lock in.
Lock in.
I want to talk about politics a little bit.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Not really though.
Okay.
I just want to talk about how great it feels knowing that I voted for Zohran Mamdani twice, and here we are. Look at us now.
Yes. I voted for him also.
Yes. From day one, with everything that's going on in the
for those of you who don't know, we're in New York, and he's brand new mayor of New York.
And from day one, he's already started overturning a lot of the executive orders that the old mayor put into place.
Good.
And some of them are controversial. Some of them, people are divided over. But that comes with the territory,
right?
But a lot of them are really good. Like he just signed an executive order to crack down on junk fees and subscription traps.
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, like he's been putting in a lot.
I knew there was an executive order about the rent.
Yes.
But I didn't hear about
he's been doing a lot just in the first few days that
I'll tell you what really upsets me, and I know they're playing games, but you get online, and recently I think was it the first of the year or maybe a couple of days ago, the subway fare went up. It went from $2.90 to $3. It went up 10 cents. This is the smallest increase we've ever gotten. Okay, so any subway increase is annoying, but one of the things that Mamdani that he ran under was making the buses free and stuff like that. So a lot of people are like, hey, he lied to you. Look, the fare already went up. Come on, this was determined like months ago.
Like, obviously,
so New Yorkers were not surprised by this fare increase. It was supposed to go up
as he was swearing.
Exactly.
Like, relax.
It was supposed to go up. So
not only that, doesn't it say a lot how they tried so hard to push this last fare increase right before Zohran Mamdani is trying to make buses
right, exactly. Free? Sure. Sure. But it's just ridiculous, all of the rhetoric that's going on online. And come on.
Oh my gosh. But the thing I wanted to talk about specifically was that with all of this going on, and then also, let's say the thing that people aren't talking about, yes, the buses, the fare went up 10 cents, but minimum wage also went up.
They didn't talk about that.
Minimum wage went up 50 cents in New York. Almost, I think, double-digit states raised their minimum wage to the point where, like, most of the the wage floors in the United States is now $15.
Good, because the cost of living is absolutely ridiculous.
And of course, there are a few states in which they only have their federal minimum wage, which is still $7.25, I believe, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. So I don't know what you expect people to do with that.
$7.25. Like,
what do you expect people to do with that?
However, I will say my point is that it feels good. It's the first time in a while that we've really felt hope. Like things are really changing for the better.
What I also like about this guy is that he's not scared of the great orange one.
Yes.
He's not scared of the great orange one. I was on another show on Dodor Vibe, a Creole language show where we called him Nexorangela, the orange Negro. Nexorangela, the orange guy, really the orange guy, but he's not scared of the great orange one. So which is good, especially after, and I know you don't want to talk about this probably, but what happened this past weekend with the kidnapping of a head of state.
Yeah, we can talk about that. Just because I don't have the
we don't have the bandwidth for that, but you guys go listen to Diaspora de Double, where we talk about that.
About it over there. Girl, we're trying to keep it light here.
definitely talk about that.
Mind you, we just spent like 10 minutes talking about feminism and sexism.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So we're not getting into that.
This is not supposed to be a political show.
It's not supposed to be a political show, but sometimes we dib and dab.
You know, we can't exclude politics because politics is a part of people's lives.
It's a big part of the world now.
You can't have a show talking about people's troubles without talking about politics.
Absolutely, especially these days.
Exactly.
Especially these days.
Anyway. Yeah, but the point of this was supposed to be, even with everything happening this past weekend, even with all of these horrific news stories that we're hearing every single day, there are still little pockets of sunshine.
Okay,
you know, the sun still shines.
Give me one, because I need one, because everything I read, it's so annoying.
Mamdani is in office and he is making strides to improve New York. The minimum wage just went up. Here's a good one. Pandas are no longer an endangered species.
Really?
Yup, they are no longer endangered because of wildlife preservation efforts. They were so impactful that they're no longer endangered.
That's actually good,
right? It's fantastic.
You know what? It's one of those things. You know, when I hear about endangered species, I'm like, okay, these species are going to be endangered for my entire life. I will never. You know, once you're endangered, you're always endangered. It takes so long to bring these populations back.
They are no longer endangered. I believe elephants are also getting there. I believe they're also getting there.
A couple of years ago, I went to Africa. I was in Botswana, and we were on safari. I was so shocked at how many elephant carcasses I saw. I didn't. It was just so eye-opening to me. And they were talking about how these species were endangered. Now, a lot of them were dying of natural causes. A lot of them were being poached. You know, that type of thing. But I didn't expect. I didn't. You know, you watch the safaris and stuff, and all the animals are like just prancing through the prairies and stuff like that.
And then they wonder why a few years ago that elephant stomped that lady to death.
Right?
Like they wonder why.
In India, right?
Like, yes.
He went to her village.
I wonder why.
I know you, and they have great memories. They know, they recognized you.
They know.
He wasn't after anybody but her.
Oh no, exactly. Like, wonder why. Once again, elephants are like ridiculously smart. They're very smart.
Absolutely, yeah.
Literally, that's one of like the statements, isn't it? That like an elephant will never forget.
No,
like,
exactly.
Like a thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And you thought you could get away.
Yeah. There's this thing I use so I don't forget things. It's you've probably heard of it. It's called Evernote.
I think so.
Evernote, I use it all the time for all of my notes and
Not
stuff like
sponsored
that.
content.
Not sponsored content, but the logo is an elephant. So I think that's a
There it
very
is.
well
Yep.
chosen logo. Yeah, no, really good stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. But that's good news.
Exactly.
That's good news.
Yes.
That's good for the pandas.
I have one last topic that I want to talk
What's
about
the
today,
topic?
and
What's
I
the
hope
topic?
you're ready because while I don't love New Year's resolutions, I do love a good checklist.
Okay.
So we're gonna do our 2026 ins and outs list.
Okay.
Yes, and what that means.
What is it? Yeah. What is an
Yes.
ins and outs list?
So basically, we're gonna make a list of things that we think are in this year and things that we think are out this year.
Okay.
So for example, for me personally, anything chocolate with fruits in it,
Got to be in.
out.
What?
Out. Because those two things should just never be together.
Chocolate and fruit?
Chocolate and fruit is out.
Now, when you say
Out.
chocolate and fruit, because you know what I like?
What?
I like the little dark chocolate with a little
You already
cherry or
lost me.
something
You already
inside.
lost me.
Oh, we're not. Oh, no. I love that.
It's over. Nope.
What?
Nope.
Well, I'm gonna.
Out.
I love that little
Out.
dark chocolate, and you bite it, and there's a little cherry or strawberry taste inside. I like that. When I was a kid, I didn't like the sweetness. I didn't like to mix fruit and sweet and sour and stuff like that. But
'cause
now I love that on my tongue. I love the what do you call that in cooking when you have different tastes on your palate type of thing. I like that now.
Yeah. Okay.
You're like whatever.
Like, all right.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Anyways, it's out.
Okay, that's out. Okay, that's out. All right.
No. Okay. It can be in for your list. It can be
It's definitely in for my list.
Yes. Okay.
Damn it.
Okay. So, do you have any ins? Or I'll go first. I'll go.
Okay. I don't really. Okay, go ahead. I don't have any.
I'll give you some time to think.
Oh gosh.
But my first, my first big in for 2026, and honestly, I spent a lot of 2025 doing this.
Yeah.
But it's in crazy.
Okay.
Is reflection and action.
Okay.
Just like what we were talking about earlier, where we cannot make meaningful progress without first reflecting on where we come from.
Yeah, but is that ever really out?
True. Well, I mean, it can be.
Yeah.
Because
okay, but
that's actually fun fact. That's actually the first thing on my outs list is reflection turned into spiraling.
Okay.
Because there's a
What's
difference.
spiraling? What's spiraling?
Spiraling is that's a difficult term to explain. Basically, when you get consumed by your reflection and it just becomes like engulfing negative thoughts where
okay, that kind of mental spiraling and mental going, okay,
exactly.
Got it.
When you think, oh, why have I not spoken to my friends in so long? And instead of it ending with I need to call my friends more, it ends with they all hate me and I should never speak to anybody again. That's spiraling.
Okay.
Yes. So we don't like that.
Got it.
Don't do that. Because whatever negative thought is in your head is most likely not the reality that you should be coming away from. And once again, I would also like to say it is a lot easier to control your thoughts, control your thought patterns, and to realize your maladaptive behaviors when you are working through it with a therapist. That is quite literally part of their job.
And we don't
to help you do
we
that.
don't go to therapists enough, so we need to do that.
Yes.
I have a
therapy is in.
Okay, I have an out.
Go ahead.
Procrastination.
Yes.
Procrastination.
Yes.
You know it's not good, but every once in a while you'll do it anyway. I'll get this done next week. You keep on kicking the can down the road. And one thing I like to see in people, and I see this in a particular I'm not going to mention who she is. But she will just get things done.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about. Oh, we've got a call. Oh, did we call this person yet? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I was going to call next week.
Okay, call them right now.
Oh, no, she'll take the phone out of my hand. No, let's just call the person right now. And when I look at it, in retrospect, I'm like, yeah, why not? Why not just call the person right now? So
I think that also goes into being comfortable, being uncomfortable.
Right.
Because
right.
It's almost like waiting for the perfect scenario in order to do something. Girl, just do it. It's not as big of a thing as you make it up to be in your mind. Just do it.
Right. Exactly.
So I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree.
Okay.
Another thing on my ins list, and I know again, this is my list. It's not going to be for everybody.
Okay.
Going to the doctor over every little thing. That's in. Yeah. That's in
that's
for me.
in.
That's in.
Oh, really?
Yes. And it's in for me because a lot of times, myself included, have a very bad tendency of going, oh no, it's fine.
Okay,
Oh, no,
right, and just
that'll
leaving
solve
it. Yeah.
And then they spiral into things that could have been
Well,
solved.
yeah, that you could have taken care of a long time ago, and then because you're taking care of it now, now you
And
need
even
5
if-
stitches instead of 2 stitches,
Exactly.
and yeah, sure.
And even
Yeah,
for
yeah.
even for little things, like once again, one of my biggest personal issues is that I have severe narcolepsy.
Okay.
So I
explain to the people what narcolepsy is. What is that?
So narcolepsy is a psychological disorder where you basically your brain does not produce enough of a certain protein that's supposed to keep you awake, where basically you stop producing it and then you go to sleep. And then you produce it and you wake up. And it's, oh, now I'm awake. Yeah. So as Pascal takes
I'm
a
sorry. That was a bad joke. That was you know what? You
so-
should come in. You should.
Yeah. Don't
You should
make
come in
me
here
go
and
over there.
smack. You should come in here and smack me.
Anyway,
I didn't realize you suffered from that. I didn't realize that.
It's because I manage it with medication
Right.
and
I didn't know that. I had a cousin who would fall asleep
everywhere.
I don't think
big red flag.
I don't think that this cousin is still like that now. We're much older now, but I just remember this person.
Yes, for some people it can be less. It
falling
can be less
asleep
severe, and it could
everywhere.
also.
Yeah.
It's also a lot of times comorbid with sleep apnea, which
Okay,
is something
yeah.
that tends to go away with age, and
okay.
also sometimes with certain dietary changes, weight changes, exercise, things like that can help, but sometimes it can't. So
Okay.
you need like the CPAP machine and other things like that.
Okay.
But
Okay.
my point that I'm trying to make is that I always wrote it off as something that like, oh, it's just me being quirky. Like
Right,
like
right.
I fall asleep so easily. Ha ha ha. Whatever.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that it wasn't just the sleep aspect of it that was hurting me until I actually went to a doctor because my friend was concerned for me. She was like, what really one of the first people to come up to me and say, hey, this is not normal.
Right.
And you should speak to a doctor.
A lot of times those types
Yes.
of things, somebody else has to realize it for you.
It clicked when somebody else told me, hey, this is not normal.
Right.
And I went to a doctor and I got a sleep study done. And that's how I found out I had narcolepsy. And I started taking medication. And things that I didn't even realize were problems for me disappeared like that. One of my biggest problems throughout my childhood was that I had really bad issues with like memory. Where there were days where I would go through the days and because I was so exhausted and sleepy, I couldn't remember anything that I had done during the day. Like it was like I was sleepwalking through the day. Like I can't remember anything. Yep. It's like you know when you know how like when you first wake up, girl, you don't remember anything.
I mean, that's
like,
actually
when you first wake up.
that's scary.
It's like that, but forever.
That's
Yeah,
scary.
it's insane.
That's scary.
There are days in my life where I remember this one time I was leaving for college and I had apparently an entire conversation with my mother that morning where my sister came up to me afterwards and she was like, hey, why were you like speaking to mom like that? Like you should kind of you should kind of like watch it there, like, because you were bordering on whatever being disrespectful. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking
You don't
about?
even remember.
What? I was like, what? I never had that conversation with mom. She was telling me things that I said that I don't even remember happening.
Wow.
To this day, I don't remember.
What caused that?
The memory loss?
Yeah.
Brain fog. Where
that is weird.
Yep.
Oh, gosh.
My brain is basically not functioning at 100% because I'm not at 100%. And so it's like lapses in memory where I literally don't have the strength to remember things. Like I'm not paying attention. So of course I'm not going to remember what happens. I'm not really engaged with what's going on.
Right.
And so,
Wow.
that was a big thing for me where I had really, really bad memory issues. And when I started taking the medication, one of the things that I remember is that everything got a lot sharper and a lot clearer. And I
Okay,
was
so there
like,
was definitely something going on there.
oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. And
Wow.
like, I think when I first started, I described it as feeling like I was awake for the first time, like really, really awake and aware. And
The brain is such a mystical
right? It's such a weird thing.
weird thing.
But the point I'm trying to make is that I never would have gotten to that point if I hadn't taken that first step.
Right.
And that's really
Right.
what this whole episode has been about. In order to make any sort of change, you
got to do
to
something
take
about it.
the first
Sure.
step. Which is why going to the doctor for every little thing, even if it's just my tummy hurts. By the way, tummy aches and headaches out. But even if it's just that, in.
Wait, tummy aches and headaches out?
Out.
But they
I
were
hate
never
tummy
in.
ache.
Nobody likes that.
True.
Nobody
but-
likes tummy aches
Yeah,
or
but
headaches.
they're like really out because I really don't like them.
Nobody likes that.
But yeah, if you think something is wrong, if you have a little issue that's just something that's not important enough that you feel like is a big deal, but it just irritates you, and it's been maybe a year, 2 years, 3 years, go to the doctor.
Take care of it.
Bring it up. Take care of it. Because the worst thing that can happen is that they tell you it's something serious and you catch it
and you
before
catch it
matters.
early. Yeah, exactly.
The best thing that happens is the doctor says, "Oh, guess
I'll
what?
tell
There's
you,
nothing."
my main concern when it comes to that, and I agree with you, but a lot of people can't afford health care.
Yeah, and that's why I say
A lot of people
it's
cannot afford it right now. Their health care has lapsed, or they can't afford. We just had a huge increase.
Yes, exactly.
in
the
health
healthcare
care.
premiums. So I can't.
So
unfortunately, this is one of those times where I have to say that there's like not everybody can just pop into the ER because they want to.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
It's just not.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah. So if you can't, you can't. But
Right.
once again, a good thing to do is take note of your community resources.
Right.
Because there are, in some cases, places that you can go in the community that can do certain things for you.
Yeah.
Even if either you don't have healthcare or you have reduced coverage on your Medicaid or you have other emergency plans,
Yeah.
they can help.
The problem,
yes, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that the problem there is that a lot of people don't start doing that research until
it's
too late, and they absolutely need it, and So
But
I mean,
the point is that those things do exist. So
Yeah.
please look for them.
Yeah.
Look for them, bring them up, bring them to attention.
Definitely.
Because it's always better to know than to not know.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Any more ins and outs?
Let's see. I think I have a few more. Drinking water.
That better be
is
in.
Drinking water is in. Drinking water
If
is
you
in.
if you said that was out,
Imagine.
I was gonna have to come over there.
Out. Dehydrated. No, water is in.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you the amount of times where I'll literally be miserable and I'll be like, why do I feel so terrible? Why
Yeah.
do I feel so awful? And then I drink water and I'm
I'll
like,
tell you what happened to me. This was a long time ago. This is when I had moved to Haiti and I had started my company. We were doing videos and stuff like that. And Haiti's hot. And
if you didn't know, like,
and we'd been working all day long filming and doing this. And there was a sort of concert going on. And I had one of my guys on stage filming, and I was at the bottom of the stage. I was filming, and all of a sudden, I just started getting dizzy.
Yep.
I just started getting dizzy, and I felt like I was about to fall out. And I told somebody, hey, could you please make some room for me so I could lean against this fence?
Yeah.
And they just thought I was trying to take their spot. And I'm by myself with my camera, so I don't want to fall out and have my expensive camera equipment.
Yep,
So finally I kind of got hold of my friend who was on stage. I was like, I'm not feeling good. He came down, he took my camera, and I went to my car and I turned on the AC and I just kind of went to sleep. And I woke up and I realized that I was suffering from dehydration.
Yep. Dehydration.
I didn't black out, but I was this
you know
close
what they
to
call that,
blacking out.
people? heat stroke.
I was about to have a heat. Exactly. I was about to have a heat stroke.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had never felt like that before in my life. I was just lightheaded, and I was this close to just
Yep. I had an experience like
just
that
falling on the ground.
earlier this year
Yeah.
where I had a little too much alcohol,
Ah.
not enough water.
Right.
And the next day,
Yeah.
I caught a fever.
Oh.
And I tried to take a shower,
Mm-hmm.
and then there was a little bit too much steam in the shower because it was hot.
And there you
And
go.
then next thing you know,
You're
I
feeling
hit the floor of the
boom.
tub,
There you
and
go.
everybody's running in.
Yeah.
It was just a mess.
But the
It
thing
was
is, with
awful.
me, when that happened to me, I had realized that, hey, you've been running around all day. You didn't drink
Drink any
anything.
water. Mm-hmm.
All freaking day you didn't drink.
Yep.
Anyway, on that note, we just ran out of time.
Yeah. Drink your water.
Drink your water.
Drink your
Yes,
water.
absolutely. Drink your water. Drink your water. And aside from that, I want to just wish everybody a happy New Year.
Here we are.
Happy New Year. Happy New
26
Year.
will always only come once.
It will only come once. I
So
don't know.
most of it.
The way 2025 was, I think 2026 is gonna be a bitch.
Don't
I'm
say
sorry,
that.
but it's gonna be a bitch.
Don't manifest that.
I'm not gonna manifest it, but I'm gonna say it. It's gonna be a bitch.
Listen, make the most. Grab that bitch by the reins.
There you go.
And turn her into something beautiful.
There you
Take
go.
that lump of coal and crush it into a diamond.
There you go. So I'm gonna take that bitch
It
and turn
is
her into a diamond.
Like, listen, as she said before. Oh my gosh. What was her name?
Who?
Your niece.
Oh, Rihanna Summer.
Rihanna Summer.
Rihanna Summer. Yes.
As she said before, it's in your hands, right?
I gotta watch a
Right?
lot of her. I gotta watch more of her.
Even if the thing in your hands is just
Yes.
a lump of coal or a piece of dirty laundry, you can still put it in the washer and get some warm, cozy socks.
I've got to
right?
watch. I've got to watch more of her shorts. Anyway, having said that, we're over time. That's it.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.